Hey, frenemies, here's part 2 of our Halloween special where we assign roles to our 757 local league listeners to a haunted house.
Boo!
Welcome back, frenemies, episode 87, our local league episode, part 2 of our Halloween special. If you're watching us, we're back in our costumes. Nothing's really changed. But in this episode, we're going to assign our local league guys, mates, whatever, to haunted house roles. So who's ever been to a haunted house? Anyone here? Ryan?
I've been to only a few. I'm not a big fan of them.
Yep. Ryan, what was your experience of the haunted house? I hear this legend of something happened to you.
Yeah, well, you're not supposed to hit a girl, right?
Nope.
Freaking hit a girl in the haunted house.
Are you kidding me? You hit a girl.
We're talking about this. We're talking about this pre-show, and Chris is like, I'm always scared I'm going to punch somebody in the face, and then Ryan's like, oh yeah, I did that. I punched someone in the face.
It wasn't the face, but it might as well have been. She reached out at me, and I
Karate chopped her.
right in the head. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I just saw her eyes
How old was she?
She was little, dude.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, she was very
traumatized
little.
after this. Oh my goodness.
The funny thing is, it made me think of a story. We'll segue to our first person is going to be David. But back in the day, we play Awana games, and this dude was competitive.
Awana.
Yes, Awana. Yeah, Awana basically.
I forget the acronym.
Approved workmen are not ashamed.
There we go.
There we go.
I
This
didn't
is
do so well in
to a
Awana.
very small audience right now that I'm talking. But
Some of them are.
Yeah, I was in Awana.
you would play games. It's kind of like this youth group type style games. And we have these little middle schoolers that are playing this game that we invented where you roll up socks and act like you're doing a snowball fight. Well, the leaders would get in there and we'd have some fun trying to hit each other. And David takes about 10 of those socks into this dense snowball and just chucks it right at my buddy's head. He ducks. This little girl with her pair of glasses on goes flying in the air.
Oh my goodness. David.
Starts crying. And that's just the story of what kept happening to David at Awana. So he'll know the other stories.
Reverend Colonna, the pastor himself, made a little girl cry by hitting her in the face during an Awana game.
We get to know our pastors in this league.
Oh my goodness.
So Chris, what about David? What's his role in the haunted house?
Anyway, so yeah, we're going to start here with David. We're going down. So if you're listening, local league mates, we're going from top of the rankings all the way to the bottom. And David, I chose this one for you. If I was to assign you a role, you be the vampire who jumps out of the coffin. Because I can see you scaring someone so badly that you can make even a grown man cry. You've already made a little girl cry. Now you're going to make grown men cry. You know how I can say you did that? Because I think you made Phil and I cry every time you yelled at us while we were coaching together on the sideline in high school football.
David's getting blasted.
Well, the guy's number one in the rankings. We have to bring him down a tad bit.
Okay.
But, but actually he comes in our league. So David is so feared and respected in our league because he never wants to get on the bad side of a vampire.
Yeah.
So, that's, I think that's where.
Respect side of it.
You got to respect it because, you get on the bad side, you're donezy, right? He writes you off. You're done. So, David, you're the vampire.
And then next we have Daniel. So just to make a comment, we have the Colonna brothers at the top of the rankings.
They're taking over, man.
Yeah, Tidewater Turtles
I like turtles.
himself is up at the top in second place.
He's won a championship.
Yeah. So, and Daniel, your role here, because of your crazy rise.
Sorry, my chest hair fell out.
Oh, that's
Yeah, put
something
that
you
back.
never thought you would ever say.
Continue stap.
All
Check
right.
out YouTube or Instagram.
Thanks, Fitzpatrick.
Costume. All right, Daniel, you're the scare who jumps out of the corners. And you're like, what in the world is that role? Well, buddy, just like your crazy rise up the rankings, no one expected you to be that scary. Your team is so scary in our fantasy league. It's rising up, and no one expects the guy in the corner when you come in the room, right? You're looking at all these things in the house, and then this dude goes, whoa, and scares the bejeebies out of you. That's what you're doing in our league, Daniel.
He does the same thing in our chat, kind of, where it's it's like he'll just be, you don't hear
He's a
from
troll.
him. He just
We
hides
really should have called him a troll.
He's a
behind.
troll.
He's a troll.
He's a little troll.
Yeah, but I'll just go with the scare in
He
the
does.
corner.
He'll always
That guy you drafted in the first round goes down. He'll be like,
he puts up the breaking news.
It's like,
So here, full disclosure, we're probably going to go longer than we need to on this one.
Probably.
But, we did a trade. Daniel is finally doing trades, and he can't stop now. So I traded with him last minute Deshaun Watson and T.J. Hawkinson for Allen Robinson. Tim didn't think I did a very good trade there, but what came out of that was I was trying to get this trade done, and I knew he needed a quarterback. So I was like, if I can get Watson just to get a good wide receiver. And I sent him in our chat a screenshot. Gardner Minshew, who's his quarterback, may get benched in this middle of this game if he doesn't play well. So gave Daniel the
Little troll
scare,
back at
a little
him.
bit of troll back, yeah.
All right. So third in our rankings, who won this Shown Rock matchup, Mike, he's the winner. He whooped me. Well, 95% of the reason you whooped me is because 95% of my team didn't show up.
What was the bet here?
I was supposed to wear a costume, which I am wearing. Daddy Shark won. And
Okay.
if I won, then he was supposed to give us a play-by-play of him setting up his dating profile, which I still think, Mike, personally, you should just press forward with the dating profile, okay? Don't have to be a bet to get back out there, buddy. Go cast your line over there, see what you can catch. All right. You're a catch yourself. All right. Mike.
It's all coming from the shark.
Mike, you are the background vocals at a haunted house. All right, buddy. You can make some scary noises when you sleep.
Don't put this on your dating profile.
No, don't do that. Good thing you got the little CPAP going. You're better. You're not fighting to breathe. But you make some crazy, random, scary noises, which you need in a haunted house. And Mike, this is just like your spot in the playoffs. I mean, you're third. You seem to always be around and making some noise. Made some trades here lately. He's beating guys he didn't think he would beat, so he's just making noise, and he's gonna be there. I think all the way to the end of the season, somewhere in the playoff hunt.
All right, and then we got Tim here. I'll let Ryan do this one because I feel like he always loves to talk about Tim. Blowing smoke up our butts.
Ooh. Yeah, smoke machine guy. He's always creating smoke with his trades, man. Don't believe a word that man says. He's trying to trade you. Man, he tried to trade me Henry Ruggs for Le'Veon Bell. Looking back, I guess I should have just done it. But
yeah, I mean, he got so much smoke in your face, you can't see what he's trying to do.
Andy Dalton. I mean, look, when a guy who is that good at fantasy tries to trade you, just shut it down.
Not if you're Morgan Collins.
Not if you're Morgan, though.
No.
Morgan, you should be trading more, by the way.
Yeah, Tyler Lockett. That was a dang good trade right there.
Yeah. All right, so Sean, I'll give you this one. We got Joe coming in right behind Tim in the rankings. What's his role?
So Frankenstein's monster.
Yes.
So in real life, he could probably be a great one for real.
Yeah.
Like he could be that.
So yeah, he can definitely be a real Frankenstein monster.
But in fantasy, he seems to be steady and unstoppable.
Yeah.
So he's just kind of that lumbering, will just continue to work his way towards the playoffs and just ends up there always.
Hey, he pulls out a W without CMC. I
Yep.
mean, he's getting wins right now in the toughest part without Christian McCaffrey, who's coming back maybe Thursday night, maybe the week after.
Yep.
It's pretty impressive.
Loses McCaffrey. You think you can kill him, but he just keeps going.
No. Then I'm going to go here with Morgan. Morgan,
All right.
you're the worker that's always on break. All right, so you're at the beginning, so checking in. Hey, everyone's here, cool. And then you're right there at the end after it's all wrapped up and everyone's cleaned up, and you're like, cool, we got it, gone.
It's a reflection of your fantasy
So
season.
yeah, in fantasy you're like that in the chat, and then you come back right when we're done, and like, oh, congrats on winning. But buddy, you're right here in the middle of the playoff hunt. This is the hope that we're surprised to keep you in the middle, in the chat, constantly trading. We're hoping to have you for
With
the
the
whole
new
time.
wide receiver 1 overall, Tyler Lockett.
Tyler Lockett.
I'm
That's
just
a
like
great trade,
putting
buddy.
salt in the wound of Tim.
What's up, Tim? But anyways, yeah, Morgan, that's what I think. But I think you can show up during the middle now. I think he's there.
Yeah.
Could this be a playoff spot for him this year?
Oh, I've been rooting for
I
him since
hope
day one.
not, because the three of us are chasing him. All right, so right below Morgan, we got Phil. And Sean, you want to... Well, no, I'll do this one. Phil, you're the little kid who pokes at all the dead things in the haunted house to make sure it's really dead. Just like how you fact check us in everything in our fantasy
As
league.
commish, I can attest to that.
Yes.
Yeah, he's that one that will just, like you said, pokes it and just make sure
yeah,
everything get everything he can. We'll have a trade. Well, he did not want to approve a trade this week, didn't he?
No, I think so. I'm trying to remember.
He said not approved.
Yeah, he said not approved.
He was like, wait. At first he approved it, and then he said, I recant that.
Not approved. Yeah, so he's like kid who goes around and it's like, oh, is that a real skull? Is that? Hey, that's a chopped arm. That's just a prop. Hey, you man in the corner, are you there? Yes, that's Phil poking things, making sure everything's right.
All right, and then we'll do Chris here.
Yeah, I've dropped far in the rankings.
I know. Yeah, we haven't said my name yet. We got to wait ways to go. So
I'm like on a three game losing streak, bro. This is bad.
it's like you need Todd Gurley or something.
Oh, please come. All right.
So you're the ticket sales guy.
I'm the ticket sales guy.
Yeah, he's that guy who's outside the haunted house giving you all the pointers on what's going to happen in there, but he'd never actually go in there himself.
Yep.
In fantasy and in real life here. For fantasy, he'll give you all the pointers and all these trades, but I don't know if I want to do that trade.
Should people, based on these rankings, should people be listening to any of us three?
Well, I've helped
Do we
out.
need to get a guest speaker?
I know,
Oh my
right?
gosh, look at this. Yeah, we
Yeah.
are.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
We're the duds.
All right, I'm trying to rise back up from the ashes. Let's hope we can do that. I was thinking the same thing. Should we be trading out our spots?
Sean and I are dead last.
All right, so Leroyce, I got you as a ghost because you're just sneaky good.
Maybe it's because of the podcast. That's what I'm going to say. We're giving away all our secrets.
Yeah, we
They're
just give it
stealing
away.
them.
Oh, yeah. That's what I
That's
got.
definitely what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Leroyce,
All of my
if
wisdom.
there was to be someone to take our spot in the podcast, Leroyce would be it.
Yep.
Leroyce, you're the ghost because, again, like we said, you're sneaky good, even though you're down here, but you just keep, I don't know where you're going to
Yeah,
find
he's
yourself
invisible.
up
He
there.
just-
He gets better every year, too.
Just went invisible by going on that 0-4 streak, and then now he's one game out of the playoffs. Pop right back up.
Yeah, that middle part is still tight. So even though we keep moving rankings there, we're outside of the 4 seed, but if you're above that 10 seed, you're really just one game away to find yourself in that playoff spot. So Leroyce, man, yes, you're the ghost. Andy, you're the standby EMT guy. You're like, whoa, this is
I really
a
want to know if Andy
curveball.
listens to this podcast. at
Yes,
all.
Andy, please text Sean if you heard this one.
You can't text me. His phone number doesn't work for me for some reason.
Okay, send out smoke signals from the mountains of Colorado, and we'll see it from here. But Andy, you're the standby EMT guy because whenever someone needs help, you're the first one there on the scene. Just like the way you were for Tim when Tim was hurt and he needed help. You just happily gave him a trade or two to get him back to where he needed to be. So you're just like that. Hey, you need help? Come here. I got you.
You guys-
you're that EMT guy outside of the haunted
Did you guys
house.
see that good exchange in the chat there where it was nobody? I don't think anybody talked about it, but Tim dropped Cam Newton.
Yeah.
And then Andy dropped Tyler Higbee.
I forgot about the Higbee part, but yeah, I saw when both of them got dropped.
I didn't see that.
Players involved in the trade that we're talking about.
Well, at least it worked out, I guess, the way it should have been.
For Tim.
All right, so Sean,
I can explain my own, I
Yes,
guess,
you can
because
do
I
that.
came up with it and it's the truth. So you go in the haunted house and there's that dead guy in the corner, or
Yeah.
assuming he's supposed to be dead, and you're just whenever you pass it, you're just freaking out like, oh my gosh, he's gonna wake up, he's gonna scare me, it's gonna actually do something. That's my team, except it never wakes up, never does anything. He's actually just a dead prop that just stays there.
walk
And that's
out
my
disappointed,
team,
like,
as I
oh.
sit down in 11th place here. So.
disappointed for the guy not moving. It's like, oh, I thought he was going to do something. We all thought Sean was. All right, so
And then Ryan is the
last
zombie.
place this week.
Yeah,
He's the Walking Dead.
I'm just a dead guy. I look like I'm here, but I'm really just dead.
Just walking around.
I feel like
trying to eat
zombies are
brains.
scarier than your fantasy team right now, Ryan.
Yeah.
He's just taking it. Oh no, this is the place that we've come to. We just have to take
You
it.
can't really say anything when you're in the bottom of the barrel.
I know.
So. Anyways, guys, I hope you liked your roles in the haunted house. Just like last time when we did the Star Wars thing, hit us up in the chat.
Yeah,
Tell us what you
I
think.
expect we made it a little more difficult this time, but profile pictures need to be changed. Love that you guys did that. It was pretty sweet. Last time we did Star Wars, and we got our whole league changing their team names and
I
pictures.
can't have Yoda changed though. That's too good.
Yoda's too
I
good.
can't have David changed to
No, now you have to do something
like a
Halloween
vampire.
themed. Yeah, Halloween theme for your profile picture going into this week.
All right.
Yoda was so good.
All right, guys, we'll see you later. And deuces, Tim. Boom. Welcome back, frenemies, to our local.
You sound like a ghoul. Or Santa. One of the two.
All right.